Hello, welcome to the Tachyon training video on how to create a distribution profile in the Cinefilm Tachyon Standards Transcoder. So from the workflow screen, I'm going to go in and click on Distribute. And once I create a profile, I'm going to go over to the right-hand side and click on the words that say Create Profile. And once I do that, it will open up the window, and I can put in a profile name. Now, you can create profiles for just about anything. You can create profiles for the quality control group, for the executive group, for whatever group that may need to see these videos. You can have these. You can have Tachyon either place the files in the folders, or you can have it FTP the files in the folders. So it's very convenient. So I'm going to go and create one group, and I'm going to call it Quality, because I want the quality group to take a look at it. Now, whenever you select a category, I can select file copy or any of these three FTP choices. If it's a SAN, NAS, or local drive, you just select file copy, and then go into preset, and I will just do a file copy preset. You can create your own preset that is, you know, certain paths, certain whatever. File copy works fine for this demonstration. Okay, I'll click on Create, and we're actually going to leave the GUI at this time. This is the only time you'll ever leave the GUI in Tachyon. I'm just going to go to the desktop, and what I want to do is I want to go to my outgoing files folder. Now, the outgoing files folder, this was whenever you installed Tachyon, it installed this folder called Storage. And so I'll click on that, and when you go into the storage folder, you have 5 subfolders. You have an asset cache, encoded files, incoming files, outgoing, and staging. For the distribution, we're going to select outgoing. Now, if you were using a SAN or a NAS, it's going to be mapped to that drive. These folders can exist anywhere you want the files to go. We just happen to have this on our frame store drive on our workstation right here. Okay, so I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it Quality. And once I do that, I'm going to double-click on that folder name, and I'm going to go and I'm going to take the path, and I'm just going to copy it by doing Control-C. And then I'm going to go back to my GUI, and then I'm going to paste that file path in right here. This is the quality distribution profile, and I want to paste that path right in there. Again, this is a file copy. It's not an FTP, so we're going to leave it as file copy. Authentication, there is no authentication, so the default credentials is fine. Now I'm going to click on Save. Now once I've done that, I'm pretty much done with my distribution profile. So let me show you a couple of things that, let's go and click Save. There we go. So let's go and create another one really quick. Let's do an FTP-based profile. And we're going to call this one Client A, because they want all their files to go by FTP. And I'm going to say it's basic authentication. Preset is going to be the FTP, basic authentication. I'll click on Create. And now here's where you start getting the specifics about the FTP. The server, we're just going to call it ftp.customer.com. There's the folder path. Port, we're going to leave on auto. And then you set your domain if you happens to be a domain, and then username and password. Very, very simple thing to do. I will select Save. Okay, so now we have 2 profiles. Now, just like the transcode profile, when you create a distribution profile, there's a distribution group that also, a profile group under distribution that also gets created. So if you notice, if I click on profile group Client A, it's going to be tied to the profile Client A. If I click on Quality, it switches, and now we have it up here with Quality, and it's got the check mark. Now, the neat thing is I remember before I've talked about being able to do one-to-many and many-to-one relationships. So I'm going to go and create a profile group right now. I'm going to call it the kitchen sink. Oops, select it. And kitchen sink is exactly that. We're going to put absolutely everything in there. So I'm going to click on Create Profile Group. Okay, now I'll click on kitchen sink up here, and then I can say I want Client A and Quality both. So that means that if I were to use the kitchen sink profile group, I'm not only going to take the file and give it to Client A through FTP, but I'm also simultaneously going to put it in the Quality folder. I can have as many profiles in a profile group as I'd like, and that enables you to take your file once it gets transcoded and disperse it out to many locations, either within your organization or outside of your organization, without having to do a separate copy and move step like you have to do with many other transcoding softwares. So that's it. That's how you create your distribution profile. We look forward to having you on the creating a workflow, managing your workflow template tutorial. Thank you very much.